Hello and thanks for joining me on this video. Joining is a bit complicated because I'm not live, but you know what I mean. Thanks for watching. I took my time on the weekend and made another hairstyle. It's a remake again from an older one, which I will tag somewhere in between the video. And at the end you will get the new one. So this is it. It's just two blobs put on the head, and yeah, this is how I'm doing the newer one. So I used my new technique of doing a single line, adjusting it to the head shape and then thickening it to the desired thickness. So I have the finished tube. As you can see, I started with the first one along the headline to determine where the bun would sit, or around where the bun would sit, and then I added the other lines. I usually work in the way that I add the more important lines, so the one in the front, the one on the side, and the one in the back relatively early, so I'm not working from one side and working clockwise or counterclockwise around. Instead, I'm doing the important parts first, so I have an idea where the other ones lie. And usually I take the ones I can align with the planes I use. So one basically from the front or from the top, one from the side, so I have an easier way of putting them together. And as you can see, then I fill the space in between. For me, this is the easiest way of doing this, of filling the space without having problems of too much glitches or too much where it cuts in between, where it overlaps. So I want to have less overlaps. Also because I can fewer tubes if I have less overlap, and I need less parts of the model in general, even though in the end it becomes one model anyway. Yeah. I mainly did it on the weekend. I said on my stream, if you've seen it, I don't know. I said I wouldn't do something on the weekend, and yeah, the video I did on Tuesday because this was the first day where I found some time for it. But I actually did something on the weekend because I needed the work out. I needed to just focus on something. Wasn't feeling so well actually, and I needed just to focus on something to distract myself. So yeah, that means for you that I have more content. The next thing that I will do is likely a rework of the animal ears in this week and maybe the next, but I think this week at least the bunny ears and the wolf ears will be remade to fit the head, to fit the skull, so they will be over the human ears, basically so that I can use them with more of my hairstyles. Currently I have only 2 or maybe 3 hairstyles where I can use them without having double ears, so that's one thing, and also I want to have them anatomically correct as much as possible, if it's anatomically anyway. Yeah, that's a thing that I will do over the next few days. So right there, I wasn't really satisfied with where the center point was. It was, for my taste, it was too close to the middle, so I tried or thought about moving it, and then in the end decided I don't want to redo everything. I don't want to mess with it too much, so I decided to leave it where it is and instead make the bun a bit bigger and move it around, which worked pretty well. Another thing, I accidentally used the wrong modus of recording, so you don't see the tool thing up in the right corner, because I used window recording again, which doesn't record that thing, instead of monitor recording. So this is on me, and I will have it again visible for you next time. I also added a new shortcut or shortkey, but you can't see that I do that because, yeah, the same problem with the recording style of window versus application, monitor versus application. What else did I in the video I cut out the most of the texture making, again, because this is just really repetitive, as is actually making all the models, I know, but the texture making is, I don't know, more boring from my point of view, since it's really just a complete repetition of what I did before. This is also why I added the short key, which, yeah, you won't see. If you're interested, I can just tell me in the comments, and I will make a short, not a tutorial, but a short info tutorial about the textures, how it works in general. But to be honest, I think the only one who is currently saying anything about videos is someone who has a lot more knowledge about this tool than I do. Still, thanks for watching and giving me a commentary on this. So, textures. I do each tube, I unfold it, and I cut over it to the part where we are now, and then I did the buns. And here I got an additional idea. I was, okay, I could do a big bun or a small bun, or I can do both, add them in the same model, give it different textures, and then have alternating bun sizes depending on what I wanna use on. So I made basically one bun, textured it. I put it on the head, and then I copy pasted all that stuff. So I added the other hairstyle to copy paste the elastic, the hairband, and there you have the smaller bun which I added. So I copied it over, or I mirrored it to the other side, and then I was okay. Now to add the bigger bun, which is right there. As you can see, and it looks kind of cute if I have both active. So on the first render that you will see at the end, I had both buns active, which is kind of cute, I think. I also added a streak again, so I can have the character have like a different colored hair streak. I usually only do one per hair because of the number. I want to keep the number of textures down. And yeah, that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you have questions, let me know in the comments, and see you around, guys.